back on. Okay. I think this time it was because there was an update for the streaming software, and it defaulted all of my mic settings. But when it defaults my mic settings, then my headphones decide, we're gonna go telephone mode.
That's weird.
Yes, it sucks. All it would take to fix it really is just to get a hardline headset, and I'm lazy. But like I was saying, you guys dealt with Nathnoma. Half the party's dead or unconscious. You get Roger woken back up, decapitate Nathnoma. What do you guys want to do?
I'd had the idea of going back to talk to the Bloodlord, possibly.
I would imagine that is on the timesheet. Yeah.
We already raided that bedroom, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, do we want to go downstairs and deal with that other thing and then see if there's anything down there?
You guys are pretty beat up. There's only 4 of you right now.
Yeah, not right now.
You're also inside a major city, and you're also inside a major city, and just had a fairly loud fight.
Yeah. That's why I thought, excuse me. Talk to the Bloodlord, because then she could help us negotiate whatever happens next.
You're released from prison.
We have evidence posthumously gathered.
Yeah, because isn't Nathnoma like oddly popular?
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's like a traveling scholar. One of the not like the foremost experts, but like she's super knowledgeable, or at least was super knowledgeable in like creating undead.
Yeah, I feel like we just whacked the genealogy guy from PBS, you know, and like we had a reason.
Oh yeah. You also found a bunch of stuff like between her and her teaching assistants. They had some stuff they probably shouldn't have. To be fair, like if you're dealing like with animated undead, you want a way to take them out quickly.
I think one thing we ought to do before we leave this house is destroy the bodies.
Yeah, because given her abilities, who knows what she has set up just in case.
Yeah.
Even just having these bodies, let alone the bodies of our companions, could be damaging to us in some way. So I think Rodolph would want to get those piled up and get to obliterating them by whatever means he has available to him.
Can I make a necklace out of their big toes?
It'd take a bit.
I don't know. If you start having nightmares, don't come running to me.
If you start having nightmares, do please come running to me. I will start making stories out of them.
Always summon a zombie to group hug them and then cast Final Sacrifice and blow our house up even more.
If you could.
I mean,
I'm prepared.
There is only so much a handyman can do.
Look, we've already blown up one hag's house.
Yeah, that wasn't in a
This
city.
one has nearby neighbors. So.
Yeah,
also, that house just
was
got
in the
up
middle of the forest.
And also, didn't that house just like get up and walk away?
Yeah, it got better.
Yeah, we didn't so much blow it up. It walked away.
You didn't blow it up so much as it threw you out and walked off.
The Final Sacrifice took out a good chunk. It just kind of grew it back. Regenerating houses.
But yeah, Rodolph will get them all in a pile and just like phase bolt it until the pieces are unrecognizable.
Okay.
I don't know how long that would take, but that's what he's got left. He doesn't have any fireballs.
Well, it's like, oh
Would,
god, how well have you been doing in your phase bolt? Let's see.
Flush.
Hey, it managed to hit Nethnoma that one time.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, they did work on the mummies.
Yes.
Man, I can't believe like the only time I hit her, I got a nat 20 and ended it.
So we'll say between waking up Roger and eliminating the body, everything else, we'll say it takes you at least a good hour.
Okay.
Roger's just gonna sit up and just go, "What the fuck happened?"
Magical whammy.
I feel like I imagine there was like a device for cleaning things, and it's sort of you put it in water and it spins, and I very much feel like my head's been through that kind of a thing, but my body's been thrown down a flight of stairs. Ow! What the fuck happened?
Well, thank you, Roger, because without you, I would absolutely be dead right now.
You're welcome. I mean, you do it for me all the time. Why would I not do it for you?
Well, it's still worth a thank you. Also, an apology because I had, the air bubble spell, and I could have used that. But, c'est la vie.
And no, you don't. But yeah. Oh, you guys also did find that journal. That it seemed she didn't necessarily know directly of you guys, but she's been tracking your exploits for several weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
And
she
made
has
mention.
some kind of. Did we find out she has some kind of, not overlord, but someone she reports to, or no?
Some type of benefactor.
Okay.
The journal basically, like, it was one of those, like, she had a sack of money and a list of a set of instructions showed up and said, "Do this," kind of thing. Like, she never met the benefactor, but
So we
She
still
had-
don't really know their motivation, like the ultimate motivation for this.
Mm-mm.
We're pretty sure we know the hag's motivation, just not the benefactor.
Yeah.
Although we can make
Yeah.
guesses.
Conjecture.
Oh,
So
at some point we're also going to have to explain to I don't remember his fucking name, but Gren's boss, what happened to him.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he report directly to a god or something? So, like, he'll
Well,
know?
Well,
That was the
had
head
a
of the church.
priest. Yeah.
Aldegar Stitchgull. Wow, I pulled that out of nothing.
Wow.
Good job.
Accurate.
I would have never known if you were right or wrong.
Yeah, just say that with
He
that level
basically
of
had Grin on
confidence and-
loan.
I'm pretty sure, like, if I could pull it up, it was Aldegar Stitchgull. I can almost see his image, and it's like he had like a bald guy with the stitching across his head.
I'm just picturing a kinky Helbrecht, and that's an image.
The next Cenobite.
Yeah, this is not an immediate concern, but it is probably something that Rodolph is going to have to consider for the future.
Mm-hmm.
But once the bodies are destroyed, I think that's when we go to meet with Bloodlord Hidoli. Taking Nathelma's head with us, making sure it is very well concealed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can help with the concealment as we go. I have that skill
Okay.
where I could like move something around.
Yeah.
I do
Without
feel
being
like we'll
noticed.
in a bag of holding.
You guys, yeah, you do also have 2 bags of holding.
Yeah,
Which
bag of
helps a
holding
lot.
because
Well,
we
I was
already
thinking
attract
too.
enough attention in this city, and I'm
Yeah.
sure that some of them will be able to sniff out the smell of blood.
Yeah.
Well, so I was thinking like, give me the bag of holding with it in it, and then I can keep the bag of holding on the move if somebody comes looking.
Yeah.
Scurry.
Because I can't do that with a head. I mean, I'm a goblin.
It's like a
I
third
mean-
of his body.
Yeah.
This
It's
head's a
a
little bit
hag head,
big. It'd be
that's
like,
half
it'd be
of
like running around with a bowling ball.
Oh yeah, you're fucking Hey Arnold proportions.
Throw the child.
Yeah. So I mean, between the bags and Savath's training and everything else, you guys would be able to basically kind of keep this thing pretty well concealed. Getting all the way back over to Nathnelma, or not Nathnelma, Berline. You bring Nathnelma's head back to her. Zithny, that's what it was like. She thought it might have been Zithny, but no. You guys were pretty sure it's not him.
Who's that thing?
The party boy vampire.
Party vampire.
Oh,
Yeah.
him. I forgot his name. Yeah.
Kirill did ask that you guys try to get her alive, but you weren't working for him, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
He could.
we could have, but
No, we didn't have the juice to take her alive.
it just wasn't an opportunity that we had.
Also, the dice were absolutely not letting you take her alive.
No.
I mean, look, this is Geb. They might be able to like interrogate a head.
Oh yeah, they'll be able to get
Oh, yeah.
answers out of her if they want, but
Yeah. It just
the
takes
Wild
more-
Wild West scene.
It just takes more mojo to get it out of a head than
And
if
then
it's
that's
just like a living
It's a
person.
man's head.
I haven't seen that in a long time. So, heading back over to Berline. I imagine there's a little bit of, gonna open the bag, show the head. Well, that's quite unfortunate. I know
Well,
Kirill did have
mhm.
so many questions for her.
Yeah. Well, more unfortunate was the 2 of our companions that they killed. So,
Oh, yes. Grin. Odegar will be quite upset with me, but these things happen, though. I am rather upset about. Oh, I forgot his name.
Killing?
I forgot his name. Yeah, Killian.
Killian.
It is unfortunate for Killian. He spent so much time training him. He had potential as a corpse tender.
He was very good at those war drums. So, oh,
Well,
it happened.
Well, at least it seems the plot has been dealt with for now. I'm assuming you guys let her know like everything you found.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know much about this benefactor, but you know, we've waylaid their plans for now, at the very least. Without more information, I don't imagine there's too much we can do.
Just got an itch in the back of my head that's demanding I make an insight check here. Just to see how on the level she's being right now.
Oh, a sense motive? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and hit a sense motive.
Man, I was looking at a bunch of feats that had that kind of stuff, that kind of bonus.
Oh,
I'm like,
you
we
need,
never do that.
You probably need your thing, huh? So roll off. You're kind of looking at her. It's like maybe it's one of those like you're starting to get used to the way that she talks. Of like always kind of disappointed. Like she's always wanting more to happen. Like she legitimately seems kind of disappointed that you guys didn't find like that there's another step to this plot.
Okay.
I thought we found something saying she was linked to someone.
There's a benefactor, but
That's a
That
link.
No
could be
mention of who.
anybody.
Yeah.
there's no lead.
Nathnelma had a couple of guesses of who it might have been, but it was kind of one of those like, no, nope, not them.
Did
not
you
them.
give us any of the options? So we have someplace to go.
Let's see. One of them was the party boy vampire. I just forgot his name now.
Zifney.
Zifney. Yeah. Zifney. Like, well, no, that wasn't him. It was basically the two bloodlords that you're all already talking to, Kirill Vaunt and Lord Zifney. Like, it wouldn't be
Oh,
Zifney.
okay.
Zifney hated her. Kirill, you guys have already talked to Kirill. He had no idea what was going on and was super pissed that she was smuggling through his networks. So it probably wasn't him.
Are there other bloodlords that seem to have it out for these three? Like I don't really understand like the territories that they each have, but like Zithny is kind of this area, right? And then Berline is the city is where we started. Like, is there regionally something that like
So the Bloodlords, there's like 60 to 70 Bloodlords in all of Gep.
okay.
They tend to kind of take over, or like they run operations in a town, but they're like a behind the scenes running. Like you still have the people actually in charge, but we're doing this. They're the real movers and shakers. Kind of like I think almost like a corporate CEO type thing. So they'll be like the Bill Gates, the Elon Musk. They're not in charge. They have all the power.
Yeah, Nathnelma was comfortable enough talking shit about Zithny like what, a century or two ago, and
Oh, yeah.
she's had every chance to interact with. So like she was on comfortable terms with bloodlords already then.
Yes.
She could have had opportunities to interact with any of them at any
Yes.
time since. So it could be anybody.
You're pretty sure it's not the three bloodlords you're talking to, though.
Yeah. And this started fairly recently, right? This whole activity is within like the past year or less, as far as we
6
can
months
tell?
to a year. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yep.
Do we know who the rest of the bloodlords are?
You might know a few of them, but or like you might know of a few of them, but you wouldn't necessarily know them directly.
I'm just thinking, like, if we know who they are, like, do we know where they govern, kind of deal? Like,
All
Just
of it.
trying
Yeah,
to-
they're scattered all over the place.
okay,
Yeah, we're not going to be able to go like
Yeah.
to them one by one and
No.
investigate them.
well,
No,
I didn't
that would
think
take a
one by
long
one.
time.
I was just like thinking, like, we could think about like proximity to where this operation is going, and think maybe it's going to be near one of them if there's one nearby. I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to figure out how we can get more information on it, you know?
Well,
yeah,
for the most part, you guys are kind of at a dead end. It's one of those things where like you don't have any leads to go forward.
Jesse! Sorry.
You don't really have any major leads to go forward. So you're kind of at a spot where like even Berline's well, until this benefactor makes a move, there's not much else we can do. Either they give up, like you smash their plan and they give up, or they're gonna make a new one. You'll just have to keep your ears open. She will let you know though. It's like, you're welcome to stay here in the city for a little bit, but otherwise, might as well just head back to the mansion.
mm,
Yeah. Well, to be
This-
honest, I'm not feeling great, so maybe heading back there and
Greydirge. That's
I
what
don't
it
know
was.
if there research we can do or something. I,
Well, I mean, meta wise, it's one of those like you guys get to go back to Greydirge, deal with the house, get everything caught up. You've got a few weeks before the next book event kicks off.
okay. Well, Savath has never met Argood and the Annihilator, I don't think, so.
Oh yeah, no, he briefly did. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We found him in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
yeah, they were engaged in a game of cat and mouse.
Yes.
So, where you guys are at? Let's see. From Iled, is there anything else you'd want to do in Iled?
Should I try to cure my
Oh
plague?
yeah. So, we'll put you on this one. Not on that one then. Apparently. Okay. Fine. Put you back on the main landing. That'll work then. Let me give everyone a rest.
Does that mean I'm finally not drained?
Finally, yes. Give me a second here.
Does Kana qualify as an undead creature for the purpose of rituals and spells?
Kana? Nope. She is not undead.
Okay.
I just have negative healing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kana.
Yes.
I'm gonna have you make a fortitude save. However, I would suggest you do a treat disease. It takes 8 hours, so it's basically like your whole day is
Okay.
making drams and poultices and stuff like that. If you can do a medicine check, we're looking at DC 31. Not a
Okay,
miss.
so
Sorry, a treat disease.
Okay.
It's a downtime activity on your basic actions.
Okay. So I would like to. I'm trying to think whether I want to use it for this or the other. Although I have, I think, 3 per day. I want to use my new astrology thing.
Okay.
So, yes, I have 3 per day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. So 5 means that I get +2 to a skill check.
Okay.
So,
No, on a 5, 3, 4, or 5, you get a +1.
oh, it's only on a 6 that I get a +2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But still, +1 is not to be sneezed at. So,
Yes.
Yeah, that helps.
If you hit your basic actions macro, so macro 1,
right?
downtime, there's a treat disease in there.
No, I have treat poison or treat wounds. Oh, downtime, right?
Downtime.
treat disease.
Mhm.
Oh, Jesus Lord. I would like to use a hero point.
Okay.
I'm assuming 18 is not good enough.
Correct. It is not good enough. Also, it's a
Yeah.
crit failure. Or it's whatever it would have been. It was one step lower because we're looking for a 31.
Okay.
So yeah, that would have been a crit
So
failure.
yeah.
Doubly so. 26.
26?
Regular failure. No bonus, no penalty.
Okay, well, that's something.
Can you give me... Where'd it go?
A fortitude save?
There we go. Yeah. Give me a fortitude save there.
Oh, wait. 28 still wouldn't have, or 27 still wouldn't have done it, so
No.
whatever. Okay. Come on.
That was
Regular
I'm guessing
failure.
29 also.
Looking for a 31.
Jesus.
That
rocked
means...
over that 20.
Trying to see if there's anything I have that I could have juiced it up with. Well, we're not going anywhere. I'll use another hero point.
Okay.
32, yay!
Yay! That's good, because
Absolutely
otherwise you
worth
would have
it.
gone to drained 3.
Yes.
And we don't want that. Abyssal Plague. Pretty brutal spell.
Yeah. So that's it, it's cured?
It took you a full day of downtime, but yeah, you will manage to get over this infection,
Okay. Thank
this
God.
magical disease.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, it could have been really bad. And actually, that 32 didn't have your drained status on it, so that was a 31, which was exactly the score you needed.
God.
Yes. Okay. That's dealt with. So you guys stay in Iled for a couple more days. Heading back
And I'm
to...
working with Archimedes the Second.
Mhm.
I'm working with Archimedes the Second after
Yeah.
my first bird got exploded.
I would imagine that eventually you guys probably do like a mystic carriage thing and you head back to Greydirge.
Yes.
Getting back to Greydirge. It'd still take you a few days because about 200 to 250 miles. Which, if I remember right, was about the limit. Rituals, mystic
Yeah,
carriage.
I think Mystic Carriage can make that if I get a critical success on it.
Yeah, but we've got time, so we'll say it takes you. We'll say it takes you 2 weeks to get there. 'Cause you're not in a rush now.
Yeah.
We'll give it a full 2 weeks. You get all the way back to the mansion. Over the next few days, or next few days, weeks, whatever, just kind of settling in. Is there anything you guys want to do around house? I imagine there's a little bit of retraining we got done out. Probably hiring new help.
Rodolph would actually want to go over those rituals that he gained from Nathnelma, the Create and Dead specifically.
Okay.
And let's see. he would have been inspired by the mummy retainers on hand at the house. So he wants to create mummies for Argun to boss around, basically.
Ooh, okay.
He will love that.
So I think Rodolph would spend the first day or so acquiring corpses and attempting to make mummies out of them.
Ooh, okay. Are you just gonna do this entirely on your own, or would you ask for help at all, or anything?
He's gonna try it on his own at first.
Okay. Excuse me. So let's see here.
Kenna will also remind him that in the stash of stuff we got is the zombie staff. And would you want that?
I think so. Let me double check.
That is in the party loot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the party sheet.
Yes.
Because if no one else wants it, I think I would want the staff of protection. Because that might work for me better than the staff I currently
The guardian
have.
staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So yes, Rodolph will take the zombie staff.
One thing I didn't notice last time, Jane.
Yeah.
Your guardian staff. As a single action, you can give somebody a +1 AC until the start of your next turn. It's built right into it. It's an item ability, so you actually have to look at your inventory. And we just never noticed it.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it after the last session. I was like,
Oh, it's a circumstance bonus too. God. I think I might have seen it and thought, oh, everybody has, plus whatever armor, and I didn't really now that I understand how these work. But
well, hindsight's kind of a pain in the ass.
yeah.
We'll
and
swap those
I'll
out.
also move the the thing.
The rune?
It's not a rune. It's what is it called? God, a talisman.
Where's talisman?
It's from one of my feats. It's from Emblazoned Armament.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a 10-minute thing. It's not
Yeah,
as complicated as a rune. That and sleeping, I think, is all that Kenna's going to do.
Oh shit, I'm on mute.
Let's see. Spell level required. Okay. I always forget how to do these. Okay. You can do 4th rank spells, correct, Rodolph? Yeah, 4th rank.
Yes.
Okay. So you need 480 gold. For your, depending on what level of creature you want to make. You can make up to a level 5 creature.
Yes. I will sell off the striking dagger in order to create a level 3 mummy.
Oh, I can also do this. Hold on. Because there was the bedclothes that I'm assuming you guys took, because you got to carry bodies and stuff somehow. They were worth 600 gold by themselves.
Yep.
Forgot about those.
Also, do we have to give God, I'm having a brain fart. Dylan's old character.
Gren?
Oh, Gren?
Glenn, do we have to give his stuff back to the church, or can we sell it?
It's up to you guys. You could strip it all down if you wanted to.
Well, I don't want to be rude.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we have a body to return, so like,
Yeah.
we're not going to return that. Then
Yeah. Then we could sell that off too.
Like, hear me out.
Just sell off
That
his body.
might bring joy. Like,
that mean?
actually returning his stuff might actually bring joy. We probably shouldn't do that. We're not about that.
Yeah.
And as someone who literally loots the body of its flesh, I'm pro for loot the body.
Yeah.
Just tell the priest, hey, all your shit's gone. And he's like, no. And then
Oh, dude.
smiles while beating the shit out of himself.
I have something I would like to do while we're here as well.
Okay.
Go on.
So we have that resilient invisibility padded armor that we found.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be cool if I took that invisibility rune off of that and put it onto my armor?
I don't see why not.
Yeah. Why not?
Then I want to do that.
'Cause I don't
Well,
think anyone wants the actual armor.
let's see what we can do, because your Devil's Bargain is a specific named armor.
Yeah, I just want to add invisibility to it though.
Right.
Is that not a thing I can do?
Because they're named, you can add potency and resilient runes, but you can't add ability runes. But there is a suit of studded leather armor in there already. Devil's Bargain is based on studded leather. We can do this. Add that to resilient. First property. Invisibility. Remove it from that one. Remove that. Studded leather. There we go. Bink.
Come on, little demon.
Add that. Throw that back in the parties. Unless you want to sell the Devil's Bargain. It's up to you.
And
That way you
does
still
this
get your
use-
invisibility. You just don't have the Devil's Bargain ability on it. No
Okay,
change to
and
your
it-
AC otherwise.
No change to my AC. Cool. That was my one worry there. Yeah, and then I'm down to sell it, or if you guys want to hang on to it here, so for maybe we meet somebody that needs studded leather armor. If not, I'll sell it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure studded leather would be a knock to me, so I've got no call for it.
Yeah, and I don't wear armor, so.
What
Yeah, I
would it
sort of feel like we should just sell off everything we don't think we're going to have a use for.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'll sell the Devil's Bargain.
There we go. Put the invisibility rune on there so you
This
can
is
see what it
like-
does.
A rare, like,
Oh yeah, it's uncommon
rare
armor.
items
Yeah.
merchant. Yeah, but is there like a merchant that'll look specifically for unique items like that?
That's a good question, because he might have other things that would be interesting for us.
Mm-hmm. I'm more thinking they're more likely to give us a better price because they might know what it is.
Give me a. Savath, give me a gather information.
Okay.
Or. Yeah, we'll go with gather information.
Time. Where is it here?
Your actions macro exploration.
Yep. That's where I'm going. Exploration. Which one?
Gather info.
Okay, I don't see that here.
If
Is
you
this,
have
is this scroll?
Hmm?
No, I don't have gather information on here.
it's gold.
Um,
Should be right in the middle. Make
if
sure you're on
you
the
have
correct
to
tab.
click on the word exploration first.
Oh, I thought they were. Sorry, I thought they were columns.
So
Oh,
did I.
nope.
That's why I said
Yeah,
that,
they're
'cause I'm like,
tabs. No, it's okay.
yeah, they're tabs.
Okay. Let me see here.
Thought it worked like Excel.
Never that easy. Come on.
You think Excel's easy?
Okay, now that you're back in Greydirge, you're down into, well, not down, but you're back into a smaller town. So like you went from New York, and now you're back in like KC or Omaha, probably closer to Omaha.
Exactly. More likely to find a less subtle item dealer, right?
Mm. But you're also kind of like the local folk heroes now too.
Let me dream, Harold.
Savath, you'll be able to find somebody they'll pick up that devil's bargain for you, and they'll take that off your hands.
Okay,
And
but
because
that
of
was-
the
it's better than the normal price, or
you'll basically be able to get about the expected price for it. So about 125 gold.
oh, it said 250 gold in the
That's the
Party
purchase
sheet.
price.
That's the purchase price, sadly.
Yeah. That's the purchase price.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, yeah, we'll sell it.
But drop that off. Throw you 125. There you go. What do you guys want to do with the rest of the stuff before we have rolled off start paying for corpses?
Well, I would say keep the consumables
Mm-hmm.
and sell off everything else. Like, I don't.
Do you want to keep any of those runes?
Oh, we have the +1 runes. Is that what's left on those?
The spike chain has +1 striking, ghost touch. The shield has reinforcing. The full plate armor has swallow spike.
Nate, you need either of those?
Sorry, I am also doing legal paperwork. What was the what was the runes? Sorry.
There's runes. So there's a ghost touch rune for a weapon, and
What does
a
that do
swallow
exactly?
spike rune for the armor.
What does Hollow Spike do?
Swallow spike. Oh, actually, if we just throw full plate on you too. The full plate armor would actually bump your AC up by 1. But Swallow
Please
Spike,
don't
it
put-
gives you a reaction that if you're grabbed, restrained, or otherwise held immobilized, your armor grows spikes.
Could I please have that applied to plate mail? Because had I known we had better armor, I would have donned it sooner.
Well, you have better armor because Gren died.
F in the chat, loot the body. It's what he would have wanted. I'm so sorry.
You just hose out Grin and slide into the
Ye-
armor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. Roger might keep a little bit of Gren in there too.
Did you think Roger was bothering? Like, that's a new jumper. And then the jumper for the jumper.
I mean, it's kind of melty after the whole
So's half of what
Okay,
Roger's wearing. He's not particular.
Please tell me we're about to have the skeleton just ventriloquize Gren.
Mhm.
And that's now Gren's back in the group now when we go to talk to his deity.
I'm slowly doing that to these characters. I've got Mr. Bones on my shield
I was
still.
gonna say, you're carrying around
Yeah.
Mr. Bones too, so
Yeah.
pretty soon Roger will just be all of our party. in various-
You're just going to be
Yeah,
playing
Legion
all of my
Holy
dead
Roger.
characters.
We'll also do this. I'm gonna swap your shield, so that way, like the one time you do go to use a shield, you have a better shield.
Thank you. I still canonically move Mr. Bones over to it.
What does Ghost Touch do exactly?
It lets you touch ghosts with your weapon. Normally, they have like a pretty high resilience or resistance to physical attacks. Ghost Touch bypasses that.
To be fair, going with the archetype I just took, that's not a bad idea to keep it either.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about putting it on my Star Knife, but no, we should just keep it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either put it on your Star Knife or put it on my Scythe, one or the other.
Well, your scythe already has Ghost Touch on it.
Oh, does it? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. And if
In
we
which
put it
case
on
we
the
have to put
Star
it on the Star
Knife,
Knife.
then you lose the returning.
Oh, I can't have it be a striking returning.
Not until you get a
Ghost
plus
Star
2.
Knife.
If you have a plus 2, then you can. You can have one property per like plus, essentially.
How do I get it to be a plus 2?
Plus 2 runes are pricey.
Oh, okay.
Could I make it a proper hate crime and put it on my sword?
Your sword has vitalizing.
Damn it.
So you could have the vitalizing short sword or a vitalizing scythe. I mean, you've got vitalizing and ghost touch. It's where do you want which one which?
I would like to have both in an ideal. I would like to really hurt the undead ghosts.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
I would like
also,
to
that vitalizing rune is highly illegal.
Yes, why do you think it's in the sheath and hidden?
Yes.
That shit ain't coming out anytime soon.
Savath, you could put the ghost touch on, like, your rapier.
I'd do that.
Do it. While I appreciate that I get default on most of the weapons, you guys need some stuff too.
So at least your
Pretty sure
rapier has ghost touch.
Okay. Cool. Striking ghost touch rapier.
I think everyone has +1 striking stuff, right?
Twice.
Is my dagger striking?
Mm-hmm.
We
can do this. Incoming Crowley already has +1 striking ghost touch.
Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we had the tattooing and we could kind of use it as like bone scrying, bone carving.
Well, you
Could
don't
I
have
have
tattooing
runes?
anymore.
Yeah, but hypothetically, could those runes be applied to my physical body?
No.
Could I have like ghost touch carved into my knuckles?
There are hand wraps of mighty blows which would have that effect.
But
then it would apply to your unarmed attacks, not to your weapon.
Yeah, but we've had weapons made of bone before.
True.
And you can put runes on bone weapons.
Mm-hmm.
My hands are a weapon.
Yes. Your hands are a weapon, but your scythe is a separate weapon. So if you put ghost touch in your hands, you've got to punch the ghost.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I was
okay
about vitalizing on my hands.
Oh, yeah. That, I don't know how well that would work.
Your hands just catch on fire. Roger starts screaming.
I'm just picturing like Roger goes to swat a mosquito away and deals 1d6 persistent damage to himself.
More like, just imagine it, if you will. We're in a court, and I like challenge a noble to a duel by slapping him.
Then we learn that guy is a ghost.
Yeah.
This isn't for an immediate, it's just the quick clarification of could I theoretically apply those to my knuckles as bone weapons exist? Could I apply it to my hands?
Yeah, they would just go through hand wraps of mighty blows.
Cool.
There is a mechanic for that.
Cool.
It wouldn't literally be on your bones, but thematically. Yeah.
I'm assuming I can still wield a weapon whilst using hand wraps?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Mhm.
As you were. I have my evil genius schemes.
Do we want to put +1 striking on Kana's Cold Iron Morningstar?
I mean, if we have an extra one, sure.
There is.
Yeah, because I mostly keep that as cold iron for the needle spell, but
And
sure.
hags.
I
Yeah.
mean, we hit something sometime.
Okay. I think we're pretty well done there. All right. Everyone has +1 on their armor. God, I hope so. Yep. Yep.
Happy.
And now I have
Uh,
the other staff
Yes.
that I think gives me shield and whatnot. So
The Staff of Protection, Shield, Alarm, Mystic Armor, Dispel Magic, Environmental Endurance, Resist Energy. Yeah.
yeah, it's just a lot more
And
defensive.
while wielding the staff, you gain a +1 circumstance bonus to your DC to avoid being tripped or shoved.
Yay. The other one was good, but I just never remembered to use any of the spells. Well, and a lot of the spells were like share the damage.
Mm-hmm.
And well, we were all dying, so sharing the damage wouldn't have helped particularly.
Okay, so 3 for the chain. Selling the Guardian.
Yes.
Selling the Steel Shield. Selling the Ghoul Hide. And selling the +1 pad. 635. There we go.
Woo!
Oh.
What?
It looks like, hold on. My second focus spell didn't come over, like the extra focus point and my second focus spell didn't get carried over from Path Builder.
Oh, because I didn't add it. What was your second focus spell?
Nature's Bounty. That's the advanced one that goes with the nature domain. And I should also have 2 focus points now.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
That was.
That's the one that lets me make magic fruit to heal people.
Where'd you get that one from?
That is
Third
from
Doctrine?
Advanced Domain, the class feat that I took for level 8. It lets you take the advanced spell from one of your deity's domains, and nature is one of what's his name's Barbados' domain.
Okay. I thought you took Sanctify Armament. There we go. Okay, I'll change that. Advanced Domain.
Yeah, I swapped that around once I dumped Tattoo. I had to sort of reorganize things a little bit. But I did get continual recovery, so now I can do fast healing finally. So
Domains. So it was nature, right?
yes.
Okay. All right. I'm guessing also selling the Sluggish Bracelet and the Drums of War.
Yeah. And then the consumables. Oh, does anyone want the charm?
Which charm?
Shark Tooth Charm.
Charm?
Comes in handy if you're grabbed.
Yeah, it sets lets you save against grabs.
It gives you. You attempt to escape using acrobatics for your roll, but you have not yet rolled yet. Or not yet rolled. If you fail the acrobatics against a grabbing creature, the creature must either release you as a free action or take 2d8 piercing as the shark's teeth momentarily emerge from your skin.
And you have to be an expert in acrobatics.
Yeah, that was the other catch. I don't know that anyone in the party is expert.
Savath, maybe?
Nope.
I think I'm an expert in acrobatics. But didn't we give
Trained.
me this as a tattoo?
Different.
Oh,
Different. This was, I think we found it in Sani's lair, maybe?
Yeah, that's what it was.
hold on. I'm looking.
You have the triangular teeth tattoo, which adds to your survival checks. The shark tooth charm basically makes shark teeth explode from your skin when you're grabbed.
Acrobatics, I'm only trained,
Yeah.
but if we hang on to it, I'll take it, or I can just hold on to it.
Yeah, we can hold on to it.
The only thing I'm an expert in is medicine.
Yeah, no one is even close to trained yet on acrobatics. But yeah, we'll leave it in the inventory for
Yeah,
now.
I mean, it's little, I'm sure, so whatever.
Maybe I should have taken my that extra point in acrobatics instead of diplomacy.
Yeah.
I mean, acrobatics is a roguey sort of thing. It'll probably give you better feats later on if you
Yeah.
if you level that up.
Your level 7 skill feats, most of them all require master.
In acrobatics?
In whatever skill you're looking
In
for.
whatever skill.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to be expert before you're master. So
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll do that.
But we can leave it on the party sheet for now. That way it's out of the way. It's not bogging down your
Yeah.
inventories. Okay. Spell scrolls. Got a couple scrolls in there. A couple of potions of water breathing.
What is the scroll of replicate? Because the text just says what a scroll is.
Right above there,
Yeah, that
there's the
major.
button for replicate. What it does. So it's a 4th rank spell. Arcane and occult. It targets one willing or unconscious creature of 8th level or lower within 60 feet. You create an illusory magical double that physically looks and behaves very similar to the target. The double is limited to moving, interacting, speaking short sentences, and other similar basic tasks. It's able to cast spells. It is unable to cast spells, attack, or do any other complex skills. The illusory duplicate is your minion. You can issue new commands. It makes an illusion copy of you.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You can command the duplicate telepathically as long as the spell lasts. Duration sustained, so as long as you sustain it.
Kind of the same thing. The mirror's misfortune.
Mirror's misfortune.
Oh, plus a curse. So it's a mirroring plus a curse. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. You split into your real self and a mirrored version that curses would-be attackers with misfortune disadvantage on their next attack. It's like damn it, what's the spell? There's a
All I can
5e
think of
spell
is
where you make like
mirroring.
magical duplicates of you. Yeah.
Mirror image.
Oh.
Yeah, mirror image.
Yeah,
Mirror
mirror image. It's kind of like mirror image, or it's along that vein.
For the next hour, the creature must roll its next 2 attack rolls twice and take the lower result.
Nice.
And then critical failures for another hour.
Something like that. It's along those lines, or it's in that same vein, but Mirror's Misfortune kind of goes a step further, and it's against a specific enemy.
Cool.
I think it's against specific enemies.
I mean,
Cast a
those
spell,
sort
you
of-
seem to split into two. As you do, you step into an adjacent square. So you do make a second copy of yourself.
I mean, I feel like that might be useful for Rodolph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, these seem Rudolphy sort of spells.
You decide a simple course of action for the duplicate to follow, such as walk to a point, wave its hand in the air.
Oh, it's
Creature
like
can
the
distinguish
trickster
between you
cleric.
and the duplicate only if it spends a seek action and succeeds a perception against the spell's DC.
It's how it's like the opposite of the trickster cleric's channel divinity, where they create a duplicate and get advantage if they're near it. Instead, they
Yeah.
create a duplicate and give you disadvantage near it.
Well, we can leave them there and decide later.
Yep. Rodolph also has robes. Where
So
he
if you
can
did
basically...
scroll, if you did replicate first and then you did Mirror Misfortune, would you get 4?
You'd have 3. Because the replicate would go onto the original person, not on the Mirror's Misfortune. So you
Okay.
copy the original. You'd have 2 copies, but 1 original. Yeah.
Could one of the copies also cast the spell?
Nope, they can't cast spells. It specifically states that.
This is about to turn into a blue deck real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah. Rodolph does have library robes, so he can kind of stitch those into his robes if he wants, or feed him to hamster, or leave him on there for now.
Feeding them to hamster would be kind of hysterical. So.
Well, that's how he learn. That's how he teaches him new spells.
Yeah,
if
I
he
know.
has a scroll, he feeds it to the hamster. Oh, do that too.
Yeah, I'm not chomping at the bit to take them if we want the money instead, but I would not be opposed to learning those spells either.
You might as well learn them then. It's useful, useful for later.
Okay. Then when he is not in the middle of rituals, he will be feeding these scrolls to hamster.
All right, got Mirror's Misfortune. And replicate. The nice part on scrolls is it's one action to activate a scroll. It's an action to kind of prepare it or get it into your hands, but it's only one action to activate it. So you could have a 3-action spell go off in 1 or 2 actions. At least how I'm reading it. Okay. Money is all dealt. Rolled off. You're gonna try to make some zombies. Mummies.
Yes.
Mummies. Sorry. Okay. So I need to see what is the hard DC for you. Is it hard or is it very hard? I think it's hard. Casting rituals. You have to know the ritual. Yeah. Rituals casting time is usually listed in days, so it's going to take a day to do this. So 8 hours. Rituals culmination. You must attempt a skill check for the primary check. You usually have a very hard DC for a level that's twice the ritual's rank. Okay, so you're on. We're going to go with, because you already have the book, you have the instructions, everything else. Oh, and you did sit through the lecture, so that does reduce it. So it is going to be hard. DC is 26 for the primary.
Okay.
And you can have secondary casters. How many secondaries? You can have one. Yeah, you can have a secondary caster as well. They use religion. You're going to be using, I'm guessing, occultism.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody wants to roll a religion, that DC is 24.
I can do that.
Okay. Ah, failure. No help,
Even
no
with
harm.
Plus 16. God.
Yeah. No help, no harm. You just rolled a 5.
Oh well.
Rolled off. Occultism.
Alrighty.
Oh, also, this is going to cost you. Oh, 26. Exactly what you needed. I forgot to ask what level creature you're going for.
3.
Third level. Okay, so 180 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, twice the spell's level. Okay. So we need hard, 6, 24, 20. Okay. Oh, so much. Remove 180 gold. Oh. Remove 180 gold. Value. There we go. You now have a level 3 mummy. Yay.
Yay.
Tremendous. And the other ritual that I would like to enact here, once we're at the manor, is Unseen Custodians. Now, I do not see a cost attached to it on the character sheet, but I will double check and look it up elsewhere.
You said you're going for mummy, right?
Yes.
I don't have a level 3 mummy, so I'm going to credit you back. Let's say it was a level 2 instead. Which is still the same level, but it's slightly cheaper.
Fair enough.
So I'll credit you back 75 gold. And Unseen Servants. Unseen Custodians, sorry.
Yeah, the cost is oils, salts, and herbs with a total value of 15 gold.
That's not bad. Okay.
Primary
So-
check, Arcana or Occultism.
We'll take out the 15
And-
gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says a specific area is 100 square feet. Would that cover the manor, would you say?
Yeah, we'll say that covers the manor.
Okay.
And you need 2 secondary casters. Arcana, Diplomacy.
Do not look at me.
If they don't ask me about diplomacy, Arcana I can help you with, but diplomacy.
Diplomacy is Savath. He's got a 16.
Ooh.
Now, if the secondary cast is failed, that can detract or make it
Yes.
harder for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm good soloing this.
Often a ritual requires secondary casters.
Is it required or is it an option? Because what I'm looking at, it doesn't say that it's required. It just says secondary casters 2. Unless that is the system's way of saying it is required. Yeah, no worries.
It was also perfect timing because apparently the mailman came by. Often
no.
a ritual requires secondary cast. A ritual requires secondary checks represented aspects of its casting, usually with a standard DC equal to blah blah blah. A different secondary caster must attempt each secondary check. It says you need secondary casters. If it lists a number for secondary, that's the minimum you need.
Okay.
Okay. And we're doing tiered assistance, so a crit success is what did I say? +4, +2. Did I write it down? Please tell me I wrote it down. House rules. There it is. +4, +2, 0, -2. So as long as they don't crit fail. But not Roger. Rodolph's DC is a 27.
Okay.
Everyone, or the other DCs are 22. So you need one person for, you need Arcana or Diplomacy. You've got a person for both, since you're doing occultism.
Okay.
But
So Skip has diplomacy, and then Kana has Arcana.
yes,
Right.
Savath, you want to roll Diplomacy? You got to get a 22. Skip.
He said it was
Kana, you
fine.
want to roll
Hello?
Arcana?
Hello?
Sure.
Hey.
No, I figured it out. I had the wrong button for push to talk.
Ah, there you go.
Since my dog keeps going crazy, I was putting it on push to talk. I was trying to get to it.
No problem.
I'm just not finding where to do it.
On your character sheet, it's the hand proficiencies. I don't have a fancy
There we
button
go.
for it.
I got it now. All right.
Okay. That's crit success.
Shazow.
Nice.
Kana, can I get an Arcana? Hey.
Yeah. There we go.
regular success. So we got +2, +4, so that's +6. Rolled off. Occultism check with a +6.
Alrighty.
DC 27. Regular success. Oh, wait. Add a 6 on top of that. 42. Crit success.
Mhm.
So, Unseen Custodians. It's going to take you a second day to do this, but the ritual creates 6 unseen servants. You don't need to concentrate on them. They are not summoned minions. You can spend an action which has the concentrate trait to command one of them to perform a basic task, and it will continue to perform that task until commanded again. For the next year, you've got these 6 unseen servants just basically floating around the house, doing whatever you tell them.
Yep.
Yay!
So that'll see to all the maintenance.
Oh, if you can get that up to a 6th rank ritual, they automatically reform when they're destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. Okay. Anything else you guys are doing while you're on your downtime?
Roger wants to play around with the weird, the flesh pit. I can't remember what it was actually called.
Oh, the
The scrying pit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. I got it in here somewhere. Colic Manor. That's right. Oh, I don't have the what you call it. Dang it! I don't have a journal entry for it.
Damn. It wasn't just part of the house's one, was it?
It is. It's just like I to keep things kind of streamlined as I can. I've been slowly like removing modules as we don't use them, or like the adventures, because otherwise my sidebar gets completely filled with everything.
Okay.
But
Because Roger wants to test its limitations.
if I remember right, it was. I do still have the PDF. Let's open that. Where's it at? No, Zombie Feast, yeah. Colic Manor, okay. B19. The Scrying Room, that's right. Where? Ah. The pool functions as a crystal ball. So you can kind of scry on distant locations. Right now, it is locked to essentially. It functions like a ring camera. You give it the command word, and it shows the garden outside.
Okay, so it doesn't show anywhere else.
Not without deeper understanding of the magic behind it.
So all we got it to show us a city.
Yeah.
Can I roll?
Give me either Arcana or Cultism.
One of those things is exactly the same as the other. Come on, high roll. Fuck you, dice.
Nope.
No.
Never mind then.
I'm gonna say with a 2, Roger's like trying to there's gotta be a control panel in here somewhere. It's like digging through it.
Just falls in it, just lies on it, just like, yes, at least it's like a bed.
Or a warm bath.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly squishy, but a warm bath.
Roger is not opposed to either of those instances. He's got no sense of touch. Really. Yeah, just. Never mind.
Okay, here we go. To kind of close things out. While you guys are kind of getting everything set, getting situated, you're probably doing odd jobs around town for Burline. Just kind of being enforcers almost. There's going to be a knock at the door. One of these nights. What are we on now? We'll go evening. There we go. The 2nd of Desnus, which I don't know what that means. Desnus. I have to see the bigger calendar. I think that's like May? Yeah. Kind of like May time frame. Late spring. Tail end of spring. Is there a preference on who answers the door?
Rodolph will.
Rob. I was gonna say if Rodolph doesn't, Roger will.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to open the door, and there's an individual standing in front of this thing. This guy. And like I imagine, like Rodolph kind of opens the door, and this dude is gonna like stare down and just kind of look at this open door, and then crane his head down to Rodolph. Where's your master?
Of this house?
Yes.
That would be me.
Give me a religion check, Rodolph. Or society.
Religion or society? Let's see. Go society.
This
I'll
looks
use
to
the
be
0 point on that. Why not?
okay. This looks to be a grave knight. They're undead warriors granted unlife by like a cursed suit of armor. This guy specifically, he has essentially like he's got an engraving kind of like on one side of that chest that you would recognize almost immediately as like the emblem of the Ghost King Geb.
Oh.
Huh.
This looks, given the rest of his armor and everything else, whoever this guy is extremely high up as far as influence, position. Like, and we're talking like 4-star general here.
Can you
This
pop
guy-
up this picture again?
There you go. He's got this great big black he's got this black great cloak on him. This Crusader's armor. You can kind of see where it's almost fused to his skin. Around like just the little bits where he can't quite get like rags and stuff in, you can still see charring on it. Holds himself with this real grim dignity, but yeah.
So when Rodolph notices that symbol, he's not going to straighten up, but he will follow up with, "How may I serve the king?"
you would invite me in. I don't imagine our business should be discussed. And he'll kind of look around. In public.
Rodolph will stand aside. Please, enter.
And he'll kind of head inside with you. I've been sent to. And once you guys kind of head inside, you are the lot that dealt with Iron Tavia. Yes.
That is correct. And Rodolph is sending unseen servants to go fetch the rest of the group.
Yeah, I would imagine. After a few minutes, everybody kind of collects back up.
What's going on?
The king's business.
Which king?
The king.
The king. The ghost
While
king.
I do appreciate. Okay, there we go. I'm aware of other kingdoms. Just didn't know how far you'd come. Didn't want to judge by appearances.
My name is
I see.
Seldeg. Seldeg Bedless. I function as the king's spy master. Again, you were the ones that dealt with the Iron Tavia. Or you're not.
That is correct.
You believe she's dead.
At this point, I don't believe any of us are dead. Let's be real. I've died twice and I'm still here, so dead. Probably not.
She is. She was dealt with, but not slain.
Mortally inconvenienced.
Well, I come bearing news and an obligation. The news is this. A few of Gibbs' food exports have been discovered tainted. The alchemical poison you exposed. Potential damage to the nation's reputation has been minimized for now. We don't know whether it was introduced before or after you dealt with the hags, but as none of them were connected with food exports, they were working with someone else.
I don't think it would surprise me if they had underlings.
I believe they were working for someone else. Someone with the ability and motivation to damage Geb's standing. The Graveclaw can't make any more of this poison, but any conspirator with the right connections is certain to have contingencies. The hag Iron Tavia has been sighted traveling south. Reason it is almost certain to rendezvous with her master, her benefactor. Your obligation is this. You fought this hag before and triumphed. You're directed to accompany me south. Find and question Iron Tavia. Discover who awoke her from death and why. I have horses outside. We ride at dawn.
Do we have the power to do that again? Sorry, but we lost members. We're a very different group currently.
Spend the evening reinforcing yourselves then.
Well, and
You'll have
now
24 hours.
and we understand more about her behavior and her tools now.
Mm-hmm.
And know not to engage her home. For certain.
Oh, they give a better image for him. There we go.
Ooh.
That was a lot less threatening. Somehow they made him go from like big, scary, obvious threat to vaguely punk undead.
He also stands nearly 7 feet in full plate.
I've stood next to Gren. That's unfazing at this point.
As you look at him, like you can kind of see there's like these dull red lights kind of smoldering inside like his bruised face. It's like he's got fire inside. I don't know.
Interesting.
Twinsies.
It's the fire in your eyes.
Fire balloon. Oh god, he's a
So-
hot air balloon.
So my
Yeah.
thing is we basically got
Yeah.
less than 24 hours to replace two, I won't say beloved, because one of them wouldn't like that. Two close, two good, solid associates of equal skill to us in a small town, and we've got a day. Not even.
Yeah, if you look outside, you're gonna see he's got 5 skeletal war horses out there, just all kind of hitched up to the fence.
Is Bloodlord Hadole permitted to know of our errand?
He's gonna kind of narrow his eyes. I will see to the Bloodlord.
I
Vaguely
inquire
threatening.
because she may be of use in helping us reinforce.
Very well. Ask her for any aid you need. Be sparing on the details.
Of course. And he'll just turn to the rest of the group. There's her reinforcement taken care of.
Hopefully. I mean, last time she gave us Gren. Solid.
Quite
Brick
solid.
shithouse.
With any luck, we won't have to go through any other temples.
Yeah. If we could have one more closer to a Grin like I have, that'd be nice. Genuinely like the guy, but I don't think he was really the champ.
Turning back to the Grave Knight, Rodolph will ask, will you be staying here, or do you have other accommodations prepared?
He's gonna kind of look around. It's a little small, but it will do.
Wait until you see our handyman.
But
Argoon kind of sticks a stump around the corner. You see it kind of shake a little bit. No, I'm fine. I stay over here, thank you.
Are you sure? Like, I'm sure you'll get on.
Rodolph is just going to turn and look back at Argoon. Simply see that the Grave Knight has whatever he requires.
He'll give whatever the equivalent of a like a head nod, wrist nod. I don't know.
Just bobs up and down. You just like palm to the
Thumbs
floor
up.
and back up.
Or he just gives, an A-OK.
he's gonna kind of head over to like the dining room and essentially just kind of like plop down.
Okay, let's go get a teammate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So heading over to Berline's or to somebody. As you guys walk through the town, you can already hear there's like whispers going around. Like, did you see? The King Spymaster is in town. It was one of the Grave Knights. What's he want here?
Well, the Bloodlord's definitely going to know they're here, if nothing else.
There's like a wet fog that kind of clings to Greydirge as you're heading through town. The air has like that scent of almost fresh tilled earth, a little bit of spice underneath it, but also with that like lingering odor of death, of dead flesh.
Fucking hums.
Hmm?
It's possibly the worst smell.
Oh yeah. It's that really nice, like fresh turned earth, but also decay.
Yeah.
Meeting up with Berline. She's getting set essentially for dinner. She's kind of like directing the kitchen staff. Looks like she's got a few new cooking staff. They're working on some smoked meats, barbecues, and such. Like, oh, come on. So, I've heard. Good grief!
What have you heard? Do tell. Hey guys, real quick, does anyone have any, like, food pun names?
What pun names?
Food.
In what context? Like for what kind of thing?
I've got an entire Blood Bowl team I need to name. I've got a lot of food puns, like calamari.
Worst brats.
What was that one?
The worst brats.
Thank you, that's going in there.
Okay. Where was it? Oh yeah. Berline saw you guys. Well, come on. come inside, you. I've heard there's a Grave Knight in town. I've also heard they were heading to your place.
You heard correctly. They require us for business further south.
Business? Well, what can you tell me? I must know.
We lost Grad. We
Well,
lost Gran
yes.
and we need a new teammate.
Yes, and that was quite unfortunate.
Yes, very. We miss him dearly. Taps the armor. Jokes aside, I genuinely did like Gran as a character.
Yes,
I'm sad
yeah.
he's gone.
It was-
Oh yeah.
But Roger's a dick.
Well, come with me. Dylan, this will be a perfect spot for you.
You'll be
Come into the dining room. Let's go. I was just getting ready to have dinner with a new young noble. Not one of the bloodlords, but passing through nonetheless. As you get into the dining room, what the hell kind of name is that?
Exactly.
I just saw your last name. I was like, what the frick?
Elf.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're gonna see this guy sitting at the
Ooh.
dining table.
Approve of the name.
Wank.
Please tell
Yeah,
me you're
you
gonna try and
pronounce
do a
that
David
name.
impression.
Oh well.
Crowley Arcafoli.
Sure.
Acrofoil?
I don't know.
A Crafoel.
Ah. We're a fancy boy, aren't we?
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and describe yourself a little bit? We got an image to work off of for like what your face looks like, but how does kind of Crowley hold himself? How does he look?
And probably at he's probably already eating. At the table, you'll just see what looks like a unusually pale, gaunt elf. Clawed, like long curved fingernails, wearing try to describe a mixture, what looks like a suit themed after, like, think old drapes. Like, just kind of really flowery, overly designed as hell. A lot of lace, a lot of just layers.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's, you know. Oh. Kind of gives away a bit of what he is as he goes to take a bite of the raw liver on his plate. Just see the extended tongue just kind of pulled into, looks like a bear trap of teeth. You're dealing with a ghoul now, who seems to be trying really hard to still look like he did when he was alive.
It's also unusual to see an elf ghoul. If I remember right,
That's why we're seeing it.
if I remember right, elves are highly they're thought to be immune to ghoul fever. It turns out they're just really highly resistant.
Yeah, they there's also weird things that ghoul elves may have been like the first ghoul and all that. It's kind of like, I think, patient zero.
Interesting.
Just, you know, he's not that damn old, but very, very old.
Well, this is Crowley. I'm not gonna try to butcher that name.
Pleasure to meet you. Crowley a Crafwell.
You did say you were
I've-
looking for something to do, weren't you? Well, turns out they need some help.
Yes, I've heard of, let's say, some people versed in hag removal from a good friend over, shit, what was the city we were just in?
Eled.
Oh, from a good friend in Eled. Pleasure to meet you all.
Crowley here turns out to be quite adept in, well, how did you describe it? Ground and pound?
Just see this, like, scowl of,
Huh.
just like, ew.
Oh, that's right. That was Stitch Gull. I apologize.
I mean, whatever you're into, like, we're not going to judge. What you do with your bones is up to you.
I do enjoy taking down large prey.
Eyebrow raises. Or metaphorical eyebrows.
Yes, well, certainly, given the encounters that we've had, I hope that you're up for a challenge. Because the hags that we are dealing with, let alone their benefactors, whoever they might be, are certainly tough.
Not to mention large.
Let's hope they can provide a challenge.
And by the look of things, a decent meal for you as well.
Well, I can't very well have people in my house without feeding them.
We visited several times. We've never
And you've
offered to
been
feed me once.
fed every time.
Yeah, we've been fed by her. She always
me.
Oh, several
sets
times,
a
yeah.
lovely table.
Rodolph just slow pans over to Roger and raises an eyebrow.
Not once have I eaten in this household.
A
Okay,
shocking
Roger,
breach of
you
etiquette.
don't eat.
Food has been provided, Roger. Just
I
because you
know.
did not ingest it is not my concern. Now,
I mean, clearly he's made use of it. Just looking at the meat covering Roger.
Yeah,
now
some of this came from monsters we've killed recently as well. He just pulls out like a long arm. This one belonged to our previous associate and just tucks it back in the armor.
I do have an important question.
Who's convenient?
Who was the Grave Knight that came to visit you?
Yeah.
What was
I'm
his name?
afraid we cannot
Well-
say.
Oh,
Can't? Won't.
That's my line.
It's okay. I won't be offended.
Considering
I
the
can't
nature
pronounce
of
it,
his
so-
business. Can't.
yes, and certainly you know that we attempt, where possible, to be discreet.
Well, of course. I wouldn't have kept you on my rolls if you weren't. But, I will say, you could vastly improve your reputation working with Seldeg.
But you did know his name.
Well, of course I did, dear. I know everything
I'll
that
just
happens in this city.
Eyebrow at her.
Then why
Hmm.
ask?
Because it's more fun to watch people give me the information.
That's basically why you reanimated me.
Charlie just nods in approval.
So Crowley, was it? Crowley?
Yes, Crowley.
Forgive me if I ever mispronounce your last name. It's really hard to say when you haven't got lips, a tongue, and vocal cords. Can I ask what you do beyond the less crude wording of our, mutual friend here?
I prefer benefactor.
Our mutual
Patron.
benefactor?
So see, not quite going into rage. Um, well, as he kind of puts a hand on the table, and you see, almost looks like the joints dislocate a little bit. As the claws slightly extend, his back hunches a bit, and you see antlers start to sprout from his head, and just kind of split and extend fairly wide, considering this guy has reach with his headbutt. Oh, it's like, as I said, I specialize in taking down larger prey. I have no need of a weapon, anything that crude. I am my own weapon, you see. The smile just kind of almost ear to ear. This point showing off all of the teeth.
Yeah.
He
Neat.
just leans back perfectly normal again, like everything just kind of whoosh, almost like a shadow. Huh.
Nope.
Very well.
He got he grounds and pounds in his big horny. Got it. Appreciate it.
He gets horny and pounds things.
Mm-hmm.
Witches.
Don't be horny on Maine.
Now, I will let you know, if you're dealing with Seldig, don't get on his bad side. Grave Knights are a lot like liches, with less magic. They're nearly impossible to destroy. Something to do with their armor being cursed. Seldig especially, he has a almost unnatural hatred of undead. Especially, it's a, he despises all things undead, despite being one himself.
I
Has
was
he
going to.
counseling? Because that level of self-hatred normally needs help.
Well, a great many of the Grave Knights are. They choose their position. They know what they're getting into. The rumors around Seldeg's creation are more forceful. He used to be a member of a faction called the Council Libertine. He served the former Queen of Geb. But since she fled, he's been, I don't know, operating on his own. He is the king's spy master, but he has a great deal of latitude. I think he might be animated purely by his own spite at this point. But he is in favor at court, so you definitely use him to make some connections.
Appreciate the tip. And he'll look over at Crowley. We leave on the morrow. Meet us at Colic Manor.
I'm just going to nod. Continue eating.
Yeah, and then she'll kind of she'll make sure all the meals brought out. There's a pretty nice spread, some decent barbecue. some smoked meats, really nice and tender, uh, almost like pork.
Hmm.
Long pig is best pig.
And then for the quick in the party, she'll have like easily identifiable meals brought out. Like be like a whole hog comes out. Looks like she did a Hawaiian barbecue with it, or like a Hawaiian pit barbecue.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So you guys basically have the rest of the day to rest up, get prepared, figure out what all you need, what all you want to take with you, and then yeah. Is there anything you guys want to buy while you're in town? I assume you guys have like your regular your rations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which sort of terrain was it we were heading into?
Forests.
Ow.
You're heading back to Iron Tavia's cottage.
I don't like that.
Ay, ay, ay. Second verse, same as the first. I hope not. Boy.
Well, it'll be interesting since the cottage got up and walked away.
I'm
Do you want to
not
buy
quite
some?
sure how the whole basement thing works if the cottage moves, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Instead of holding.
The basement is actually enclosed in a bag of holding at all times.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like I said, anything you guys want to buy? There are oils of unlife you can buy. 50 gold each. They restore 3d8 plus 10 hit points.
I need to buy whatever I need to buy for my poisons.
Let me look.
Since I took poison weapon.
So you need to buy some poisons.
Well, I mean, it
Daily
also
prep.
says I can craft them.
During your daily prep, you can prepare a number of simple injury poisons equal to your rogue level. So you can prepare 8 of them. That's just something you can kind of do.
Okay, I didn't know if it needed reagents or anything.
No, the second part of that is that you can prepare them basically every morning. Interact to draw. Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Does Iron Tavia, is she weak to cold iron too, or we don't know?
She's a hag, yeah.
Okay. So, I'm just gonna get, I'm sure it's cheap, just a little bar of cold iron, because I don't know whether over time the needle dart thing will do damage to that mace. So I might as well just have a separate
No, it doesn't.
little piece. So
You don't have to. It doesn't do anything to it.
no, okay. Well, then
Part
I
of the
won't
spell
worry.
is that it takes a sliver, hits it, and brings the sliver back. So
Okay. I mean, I can conjure those fruit now, so I don't know. I should see though. Where is? I don't know if it disappears though. Oh, it only lasts 1 minute, so I can't make a bunch ahead. Do we want to get a couple of potions just to have, just in case?
Doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I think that'd be fine.
Yeah. So we could get like 3 or 4.
Let's see. You guys are level 8, so we'll get some moderate ones. They're level 6. 2 in there. They run 50 gold apiece.
Okay.
Who wants how many? I would imagine Roger probably wants one. At least one.
I can't consume them though, can I?
Oil of Unlife. They're
Oh, Oil of Unlife.
specifically for undead, yeah.
Yes, those I can. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have a couple of them. I don't know how much gold I've actually got though currently. Not much.
Does the
You got a
oil
fair
and life
bit.
work
Give me
with
money if you need
healing?
money.
Do I have money? I thought I had bugger all.
No, we sold a bunch of stuff. You got a lot of gold.
We sold a bunch of stuff. You have money.
I was going to say, currently I've only got 100 gold.
You've got
But-
28 platinum on top of that too.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. I gave you 2. Oil of Unlife. It's a thin black liquid. Imparts a bone deep chill while rapidly repairing an undead creature's physical or spiritual form. When you dash Oil of Unlife onto an undead creature or living creature with void healing, the oil absorbs quickly into the body and they regain hit points.
Does that mean that we could throw a potion of oil of unlife at
Mhm.
someone? Then I'll take 2 as well.
Technically, yes.
Give me 2 too. With the
Yeah,
whole
none of
healing
that running
thing,
around.
do healing
Yeah.
potions do anything weird?
Healing potions won't work on you guys.
No, you need unlife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And in fact, I would imagine that healing potions are probably illegal in town because wouldn't
Also
they
that.
do damaging?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean-
they're not illegal, because they don't deal vitality damage. They don't deal vitality healing. They're just uncommon.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So it's not like a heal or harm spell
Right.
that actually does damage the opposite way.
Yes. Okay, so Savath has a couple, Kana's got a couple,
Yeah,
Roger's got a
Rodolph?
couple. Rolled off
Healing
Crowley?
potions do have vitality trait.
Oh, do they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're, of course, it only damages if it's a specific damaging ability. But
True.
yeah, they heal. Most things with healing have a vitality. But
It's 'cause-
there's quick.
yeah, I'd say they're still quick, so I mean,
Yeah.
regular healing potions are considered uncommon for this region.
Yeah.
Does Rodolph or Crowley want any unlife potions?
No.
Okay,
Probably spend all this money.
true.
Well, if you want them, we have extra money. Like, that's not a problem.
He wouldn't ask.
Okay.
Crowley also has an A on stone. I'd probably, I don't know if you keep it in your pocket or what you do with it. Kind of floats around his head. Gives him slow healing anyway.
Oh, nice.
I think
Interesting.
Crowley can get fully healed in 2 hours if he just sits there.
My favorite kind of healing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If no one else wants to buy anything, fast forward one more day.
Cool.
And
that's
we're
Cool.
going
I'd never noticed that before, that the map goes dark and then light again when
Mhm.
time passes.
Yeah, because it's fast forwarding it. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Cool.
Yeah, then meeting up with Seldeg. Like I said, he's already got some horses. Unless you guys want, because you're going to Iron Tavia's cottage and you know where it's at now, so you could do a mystic carriage thing. Otherwise, he's just going to take horses. They're all skeletal horses. There's 5 of you plus him. He's got his own mount.
Cool.
He
So
summons
is
up
her
like a.
cottage-
Hmm?
They know where her cottage is, or it went back to where it was?
You know where it was.
Okay.
Are we gonna have to track it?
Where was she sighted?
She was sighted headed south out of the Axon Wood. Or not out of, into the Axon Wood. Sorry.
Okay.
So they're gonna head that way. And that'll be a good spot to stop for today.
Okie dokie.
Because we already had a late start, but everything else, yeah.
Ooh.
It'd be a good spot to stop.